Hi, it's Ann from the Useless Crafter. Um, I was someone was on Facebook Messenger with me asking how I would do this, and I said, "Hey, just send over the file. I'll help you." So if you're watching and you have a project, I am always open to doing a tutorial on your project. So please just post comments, get a hold of me. I love doing this and I want to help you. So, anyway, that's how you would get a hold of me: Instagram, Facebook, or just email. It's always Ann at the Useless Crafter or just the Useless Crafter. Okay, or the uselesscrafter.com. Then you can find all the information. Okay, so this is a request. It's a birthday party. I'm imagining a birthday party like banner in the back. The name is going to go right here. So I'm not going to mess around with the name. I just want to be able to make this big for this person and then also show you where I would slice it. Now I want to do this project in two ways. The first one is just going to be super simple. I'm going to manipulate this file and just make it work for you, because I know when you're doing a birthday party for your own child, you've got a shit ton of stuff to do. So I'm going to make that as simple as possible. So she gave me the dimensions anywhere between 17 and 20 inches. I looked at this file earlier. I'm going to make this with 17 and a half inches. And the reason why I did that, because when I messed around with the file earlier, I know that this yellow piece, I don't need to slice at all. It is a little bit under 11 and a half inches. And I did want to keep this very simple for her. So, all right, now that we've sized this accordingly, so it's 17 and a half inches across, and then just a little bit over a foot this way. So it's not a huge banner, but that's what she requested. So we're going to do that. Okay, so let's ungroup this image to see what we're working with. Okay, so we have our yellow. Our yellow, you can see, is 11.3 by 11.1. You don't even need to do anything. You could just have it cut the way it is, and it would cut like this. Let me show you. If you feel like you're wasting this part right here, actually, you're not even wasting it, because it's such a good division that you can later save this piece for another project. So I would just keep this as is, cut it exactly the way you see it. I'm going to move it back though, so that we can see where we want to slice our black. So our black is 16.77 by 12.1. We're going to have to cut this into fours. Basically, 12.1 is too long this way, right? It has to be 11.5, and then 16.7 is also too long this way. So if we cut this into fours, what I do know is she's putting the name, the birthday name right here. So you could just slice it right here. Sorry, let me backtrack. This image is great if you do everything in glitter cardstock. You will not see any seams. The black glitter cardstock is going to cover the seams. The red is just a little outline. And if you use the red glitter cardstock from Cricut, I know from doing so many of these that you're not going to see the seams on the red. So I'm not really concerned on this project where we cut. We can pretty much just cut down the middle both ways. If you're not using glitter cardstock, then the black, you're going to see it. You're going to see it on all of these. And there's really no good place to slice this, this project, because everything's kind of open. So I highly recommend that you do that. All right, now that we know that, sorry, I'm traveling to the East Coast and it's crazy cold out here. Okay, so move this over. We know we're going to need to slice this twice. So let's get our 4 squares onto here. Let's do our first one. And let's make this 11 by 11. Okay. And I'm just going to reduce this a little bit more so that we're not scrolling a million times over. I'm going to move this over here. Okay. Our first square, this is what I like to do, is I like to have these right in the squares, like right in the corners, so that you have your squares all flush. So when you're slicing, you know that you're not missing any pieces, but also when you're slicing your black, for instance, they have nice corners that when you push them up against each other to tape it, it covers, I mean, it's the best way to cover your seams is by having it all flushed. So the first square, what you do is you select it, and then you go to your position feature. Your position feature is broken down by your X coordinate and your Y coordinate. So your X coordinate is along here, and your Y coordinate is running down. So basically, I like to use whole numbers so that it's easy to do the math. Just go over here and round. So this X coordinate right now is at 2.056. Just select it and type in 2, tab over and type in 2. So what we're saying is go over 2, go down 2, and this is the tip of our first rectangle square. Okay, now select your square, duplicate. If you move this close enough to the first one, you don't have to do any math at all. You just need to round to the nearest whole number. So when this is highlighted, go to your position. Right now it's at 13.11 and 2.056. Round down to 13 and round down to 2. And now you have two squares that are flushed. And so this one, if you remember, this is at 2. So 2 plus 11 is 13, and this is at 13. Does that make sense, right? Okay, so now select these two squares, duplicate, and move it down below. Again, if you put it close enough, you don't need to do any math. So here we're going to round down to 2, round down to 13, and now you have 4 squares that are flushed with each other. Now we have to slice this twice. We have a red layer and a black layer. So grab your 4 and duplicate it, and let's just move it out of the way over here. All right, so let's slice this first. This is going to the back, so all you need to do is go up to arrange, send to front, and now it's in the front so we can see what we're slicing. So you could slice, for instance, right here, and this would slice out this thing. That would be nice. It would sit right there. The yellow is going to sit on top of it. Let's bring that to the front so you can see what I'm talking about. So see, this yellow would sit right here. So it would cover the seams right there if you wanted to do that. And we could definitely do that. So let's try to do that. Okay, so slicing, you can only slice 2 items at one time. That's going to be the black image and 1 square at a time. So if you look at my cursor, I grab just enough of my square and just enough of the image. You don't need to go right up to it. As long as your cursor is touching 2 items and you let go, you can slice. And you know you can slice because it's not grayed out. So there's my slice. And so it's not perfect, do you see? But it's okay. It will be covered by the yellow, so I'm good with that. So that's one piece, but wait a minute. Did that come out? Sorry, let me undo that. Okay, and then let's slice this side. And then let's slice this. And we're just making our way around. So see, now this piece is all out. So now you have 4 pieces. And when you go to cut this, so this is 8 by 10. Look at this piece will fit up here when you go to slice. I mean, when you go to cut it on your mat. So you're going to need basically 2 sheets of black cardstock. So you see how we can do that, and that's in the back. Okay, so our black is all done. We can get rid of all our slice results. We don't need the gray. Okay, so your black is ready to be cut. We just need to do the red. So the red, let's put down here. And again, because it's in the back, just go to arrange, send to the front. All right, so now we have it. I would just put this kind of in the middle and just slice away. All right, so let's take this first corner up here, slice, slice. And I'm going to show you what it looks like when you grab one too many items. So I'm starting here, this square. I want to slice this red thing, but watch, my cursor is going to go into this second square that's sitting on top. When I do that, slicing is not available. It will only allow you to pick up 2 items to be sliced. So that's when you know you've made a mistake. So here we go. Grab these 2, slice, and now you have your 4 red pieces. Super easy. All right, grab everything here. We don't need that. Oh, that's in gray. Okay. And that's it. Let's go to make it. So, and see it. Oh, I already put it in here for you. So you could do something like this even. And let me move my face out of the way. So you could do this because then you have this nice 3 by 12 for next time, especially if you're using glitter cardstock, which I highly recommend. But you can do that. And then yellow, and see our yellow. Oh man, look at all those little pieces. I would probably cut it and then not put them in because those are so small. All right, here's our red. I feel like our red could be better. So let's try to consolidate some of these reds. Let's move this one to another mat. So you select it, you click on the 3 dots, and you can move to another mat. And let's see if we can fit it on another mat. I'm going to try. I feel like we could maybe make it work. Oh, it's so close. Oh, that was easy. So same thing on this one. So instead of 4 sheets or 3 sheets of red, we can make this into 2 sheets of red. Move to another mat, and we'll move it to the other one. Move this down, move this over, turn it, and there, now it fits. You could probably even make it closer so that you have this piece for another time. And that's it. You make it, push it all together, tape it up, and it's going to look amazing. All right, now this portion is done. But if you want to see how I would do it, stick with me, okay? So this is the end of, if this was my project, this is how I would do it. And this is sort of a working session because I haven't messed with it, okay? So I'm just going to do a blank, and I'm going to re-upload it. Here's the piece. Now, I would probably want to do it bigger than, let's say, let's do this at 23 inches. 23 inches. No, let's just do it at 30. All right. This is my normal size. I like 30. 30 is big. And 22 inches this way, it will sit above your cake. It will be a great photo backdrop. Okay, I like using my glitter cardstock, so I would still do all glitter. But what I would do differently is let's ungroup this. And I'm trying this for the first time, okay? So this is why I'm calling it a working session, because I'm trying and I'm not sure if it's going to work. So my yellow is 19 by 19. Really, it's 19 this way because you have this big block right here. So I don't have to worry about slicing it this way. I just need to worry about how long it is. Now, let's move this over and let's work on something. I have an idea in my head. Oh, wait, let me show you what my idea is or talk you through it. What I want to do is I want to basically make this dinosaur, the nose touch to the tip. So that way this little yellow portion right here is one piece. And I'm hoping that this one piece is, I want this part to touch up here so that I have a yellow piece right here that is seamless because it's going to touch here. And then I'm going to have another piece of yellow right here until the nose touches over here. And then I'm going to have this yellow piece right here. So all my yellow pieces will actually be seamless. And that's what I'm going for, because I think the yellow with it being light is where you can see most of the seams. All right, so how I'm going to accomplish that? I think this is what I'm going to do. This obviously would be a lot easier if we were in Inkscape or Illustrator, because you could just change your shape. But I know a lot of us don't have those programs, although Inkscape is free, but a lot of us don't know how to use it. So if you're only staying in Design Space, this is how I would do it, okay? So here comes my workaround. So this, I'm going to duplicate this. Let's make this circle. I want to keep my original shape. Okay, so here we go. So this thing is 19.38, so let's make this 19.38. And let's see. And it looks like it's not a perfect circle because you can see the outline. So let's unlock this. Let's do it so that it is a perfect match. And my nose is killing me. Sorry, guys. Okay, I think that's as good as it's going to get. So we have a circle that matches that, okay? Do I need to duplicate this? I'm just going to duplicate it just it. And I'm just going to move it down here. Okay. Oops. All right, so here we go. This is what I want to do. In my mind, this is what I'm thinking. Here is this. Let's move this yellow shape to the front. Okay. And I'm going to make this bigger because I want the nose. Why does it keep doing that to me? There we go. I want this nose to touch here, right there. And I want this to be up. Oh, I can't. Okay. Let me move this down. Here we go. Okay, so I want, oops, this to be here. I know, I'm looking, sorry. I'm like right in there. I think right around here. Okay, let's bring the circle to the front. Okay, so I can see that there. I wish we could see through. That would be a really cool feature. I know that's hard. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's bring this yellow to the front, or bring that to the back. Arrange, move backwards. Okay, I'm going to slice out this yellow. Let me ungroup it. Wait, I don't wonder if I need to ungroup it. Hold on. I do need to ungroup it. Okay, I'm actually going to weld this yellow piece, okay? So that I can just go to slice it. I know it's kind of backwards, but remember we can only slice 2 items at one time. So, okay. I'm going to take these 2 pieces and I'm going to slice. So, let's see if I actually have what I think I have, okay? Oh, this is what I want. Okay, so I'm going to change that to yellow. Okay, And let's go back over here. And so now, I'm going to need to slice off some of this. This will be cut off a little bit. But do you see what I mean now? So now this yellow is one piece. This is another piece. It's going to be seamless because they are cut off. So the only problem is this goes down too far. So if I cut this, I may have made it too big. But let's see. All right. So how much of the, oh, you know what? It's actually not that bad to get rid of some of this because then now you don't have a lot of the yellow pieces. So let's take our yellow and our square and let's slice it. And I hope you're following along. I know I'm crazy right now. See, we're losing a lot of these yellow pieces, but I don't even think you would notice. And now you have this. I think that looks really good. So, and let's make sure that all the pieces are good. So what you want to do is we can just contour so you can see how big all the pieces are, okay? So hide all. Let's look at this piece first. And this is 11.3 by 7.4. It's awesome, right? Because we can only cut 11.5. But so this is one piece. It's seamless. Let's go to contour. Look at our other big piece. Our other big piece is this one. That one I'm a little worried it's going to be too big. Yeah, 14.8 long. But you know what? We can slice it right here and it would be fine. And no, I don't even think anyone would notice that. I didn't really think about that. Should have made this longer, but that's okay. But that looks really good, right? So let's go back to contour. And I'm going to show all there. Show all contours. There's our piece again. Okay, so that's going to look good. Let's see what we have on the bottom. This bottom is a little crazy. So let's go to contour. Let's get rid of this top portion. And here's our bottom. Our bottom is fine, I think. Oh, our bottom is too big. We need to slice out this bottom. We could do it like this and slice it over, but we don't want that. Let's see. So I want this. Let's put this down. Oops, hold on. I don't remember where this. Let's put this here so that we know the shape of it. And we basically want it right there. So let's grab our gray circle, our yellow, and slice. And then let's move this gray out of the way. This gray. Oops, undo. And then here's our new yellow. And it's going to look like that. So I think that looks really good. So I can show you what it looks like. So now you're going to have pretty much seamless yellow, which I really like that idea. The only thing that I would change is maybe all these little yellow pieces at the bottom is not necessary, but there's only a handful and they're kind of big. I think it's okay. All right, so that's how I would do my piece. And then the red and the black, we already did that before. So you just put down your squares and you start slicing it away. That won't change. The only thing that changed was I wanted to make this bigger and I wanted the yellow pieces to be seamless. The only seam you're going to see is right here, but it's going to be minimal. You're not even going to notice it. All right. I hope that was helpful. And Lorena, when you do this, I want to see it. I can't wait. I hope this helped you a lot and got you through what you needed. Everyone else, please tag me and let me know what you want me to do. I can easily do the tutorial for you. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.